Good morning and a happy Monday morning. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. I did. It's nice to unplug for a day or two. Okay, so I've already covered the surfing video, but some more information has come to light, so that's why I'm doing this. I also have an update on the purchase of the home from Portugal, just a thought process for me. So let's jump in and cover all this, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start. I want to go back to this story really quickly because everybody is like, ooh, Harry and Meghan bought a house in Portugal because they wanted to be near Eugenie and Jack and Eugenie have a house in this community and Jack works for the community. So here's what I think. I think that one of the perks of Jack's job was that they gave him a free house. That is, or a free condo or whatever it is. That is not unheard of. A lot of these big companies do that. So I don't think Jack and Eugenie bought their house. I think it was a perk of his job. And of course, the community wanted to be able to say that the king's niece also, lives there part-time. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. Do I think Harry and Meghan had to buy their house? I would be shocked if the company gave them a free house. I really would be shocked. If anything, I would think they would look at them and go, oh, they have lots of money, millions. Let's get the money we can get. You guys know what I'm saying. Now, there's been a lot of talk that Harry and Meghan bought the house in Portugal also because of the golden visa. So once you get the visa there, you can go to Portugal, Spain, Greece, Malta, Australia, Canada, Italy, and the UK without using a passport. You have access. The problem is the Golden Visa program has been altered as of October 2023. Let me explain. By the way, this was launched in October of 22 to help attract citizens to help the economy, okay? However, it was decided that it was being abused. So as of October 7th of 2023, new legislation came into force and you cannot buy real estate. You can't invest in real estate to qualify for the program. So going there and buying a home as of October of 2023 means that you don't qualify for the program anymore. So since we don't know exactly when Harry and Meghan bought this property, if that's what she was buying it for, they wasted their money. You guys should also be aware that according to Neil Sean, the property was put in Meghan and Meghan's mother's name, not in Harry's name. Very interesting. All right, let's move on to our main story. All right, we talked about this the other day, but we're going back. Some stuff has come out, so here we go. Apparently, Harry was at surfing superstar Kelly Slater's surf ranch in Lemoore in Central California, which is over 100 miles from the ocean. And he's the one who posted the video. Now, the first thing was the cover of the video had this picture above. Supposedly, Harry, I think they call this shooting the curl. However, no video showed up of Harry doing that. However, this video did show up of the guy. This is how he tapes it. That's not Harry, though. Okay, just so you're aware. The next thing is people are saying Harry doesn't have a beard, so this is old. Actually, if you look closer, Harry does have a beard. I think it's hard to see because it's so bright out the way the sun in, but Harry is laying on the back of a jet ski hanging on to his board. Now, just so you're aware of where he is, this place that he's at is a surfer's ranch. It's man-made, the first of its kind. It does 6-foot barreling waves that last for up to 2,300 feet. It's dubbed the best artificial wave in the world, and it's the only one to receive World Surf League accreditation. And a big thank you to Royally Sage for this photo because that is actually where he is. A lot of people brought up the fact that he was surfing basically in a pool and not in the ocean on a controlled wave. Yeah, I completely agree with that comment. So the video starts out, the guy yells, "Go!" and Harry jumps into the water. Now take close attention, first of all, to his shorts. People are going, look, he's not even getting wet. He is getting wet. You can clearly see it. Those are the kind of shorts where the water just runs off. My husband has a pair of those. They literally stay dry, but he is getting wet, but the water is, running off. Really quickly, before we get to the actual video, Royal Blue on Twitter pointed out that he's surfing without getting his hair wet and that his hair is photoshopped. I have to agree with that. He doesn't have that much hair. his hair has absolutely been altered in this surfing video. And the reason I'm saying that is because Anna Rojas on Twitter pointed out that a picture that was taken of Harry in Colombia shows that he really doesn't have any hair on the top of his head. There you go. So when you look at this unaltered, unedited photo of Harry from Colombia to this photo from the official office of CB, thank you very much, clearly they've fluffed his hair up on the video. All right, let's get to the video now. So Harry is on the back of this jet ski. The guy yells, "Go," and Harry jumps off into the water, and the guy is yelling at him, "Stand up, stand up." So he stands up, and here we go. Now, the guy continues to yell at Harry, move your shoulders back and forth, walk up on the board," which, by the way, that's a short board that he's on. There are multiple size boards, and he's on a short board. Oh, and one other thing that I need to just throw out here. In 2021, after the Oprah show, the entire surfing phenom openly criticized Harry and Meghan on social media for them doing that interview. Just FYI. So anyway, Harry continues to surf. The guy continues to tell him, pull your shoulders back and forth. Come on, let's go, let's go. Now, as the wave starts to slow down, the guy says repeatedly to Harry, come to me, come to me, come to me. And Harry looks up like, how am I supposed to do that? And he continues to go until he basically just, I don't know, runs out of steam. And he stands there, and the guy on the jet ski has to turn around and go back and get him. And of course, the guy's also bolstering Harry the whole time by going, woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Ride him! Next time Tahiti. That's right. That's what he said. So it wouldn't surprise me if Harry suddenly shows up in Tahiti. That'll be the next thing. So Harry is sitting there in the water waiting on this guy in the jet ski to come back and get him. And that's when people started looking at things that were going on. Very interesting. First of all, again, the official office of CB said Hairball's left hand appears to be grabbing his right thigh. And what she's talking about is, if you look on the right leg, let me zoom in a little bit for you so that you can see it. I agree, it almost looks like a hand, but in this particular case, I believe that's his hamstring muscles, that's his bicep muscles, his thigh muscles that I believe are tensing because he's standing and trying to balance. He's using those muscles to balance on the board. So that's my take of it. Every other still shot that I took, this is what I took away from it. So next up, I can't give credit to whoever took these photos because I don't know where these came from. But in the red circle, you see people sitting on boards while Harry goes down the line. Now, you wouldn't need a lifeguard there because you got the guy on the jet ski with him. So that leads me to believe that that might be Harry's security. Can you believe that? I don't know what to make of it. This Twitter user had to point out that this surfing area is in the middle of a land hundreds of miles from the ocean, and they use tanks filled with water. But in the state where it's located, farmers have lost everything due to water restrictions. Yeah, it's eco-warrior Harry. And I have to agree with what the Royal News Network said, that this is the way a rich and lazy person can get a perfect surfing shot while doing the bare minimum, because essentially he's in a giant swimming pool that can simulate the perfect wave every time. So he won't go out into the actual ocean where things are harder. Instead, he goes here. Oh, I agree. The big question for everybody was, when was this actually taped? Because we know Harry was in New York, then Harry flew to the UK, then Harry flew to Africa, then Harry extended his trip to go to Cape Town, where the Spencers have a house, and the Spencers' cousins were there. Then we heard, he's here, he's there, but not one picture has shown up of Harry back in California. No pictures of him arriving back, no welcome home pictures of him and Meghan. And I think this was released now. I think this was taped before he went on that trip. I think he asked the owner to hold on to the video and when to release it to throw people off, to make people believe that he's back in California. I don't believe he is. I honestly don't. I think it will be very interesting to see when Harry finally does pop up where he's been, because eventually it's all going to come spilling out what he's doing. But yeah, no, I don't believe he's home, but I guess we just have to wait and see what's going on. Now, I also want to say, in my personal opinion, I believe that this is also a merchant opportunity. I believe that Harry has struck some sort of a deal. He's giving these people free publicity by doing this. This is what I think is happening in my personal opinion. So Harry doesn't just do stuff like this for nothing. All right, real quickly, I want to thank the Sidley twins because they're aware that in the last month we've had a hurricane. I lost power for 11 days. I had to put my pet of 18 years down. My son, that was his friend, has not reacted well. It's been a rough 6 weeks, and so they sent me these gorgeous flowers. So I just want to say thank you so much. All right, you guys know what to do. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Go down into the description box after you leave your comments, and follow me onto video too, because I took like 3 days off. There's a lot going on, so follow me over. Let's go.